Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing a quick video for newer players or players who just started the game and wanted a few tips and tricks on what it is to do in the first Descendant. So I'm going to start off with an easy one. So sometimes a lot of us, we like to do like screenshots of our characters and stuff, but there's always stuff in the background. Or if you want to do like a group picture with a bunch of other players, and you don't want the names to show up on top there, there's a way of removing those. And basically all you got to do is go to your menu, and it's not in the options, it's actually here down here, hide battle UI. So if you click on that, you're gonna get all the names and everything removed from the screen, and you'll only get the characters. So if you want to do some screenshots or things like that on console, it's a huge help. So the point of the first Descendant is basically to increase your mastery rank. That's basically the end game. This is where everybody is trying to increase their mastery rank, and to do that you have to get Descendants and unlock them and craft them and bring them up to level 40 to increase your mastery rank. And it's the same for weapons. So you want to have weapons that are not level 40 always equipped. As you're leveling up these weapons, your mastery rank is going up. For example, this gun here, the Viper that I have it already at level 40. So using this gun won't level up my mastery rank. For example, when I finish a mission and I've been using all level 40 weapons and level 40 Descendant, my mastery did not move at all, maybe like 5 little XPs, so that's not worth it. Speaking of weapons, you also want to make sure you favorite or put a heart so you don't accidentally delete it or trash it. I've seen posts in groups where people trash their legendary Thunder Cage and stuff like that, so make sure to favorite good weapons. Another important thing before starting is check your battle pass. Even if you didn't pay for it or whatever, you can still level it up and get free stuff. To do this, you basically have to go check your daily challenges to level up your season level. So let's go take a look at challenges here. So these are my dailies, I already did them, but if you go on the top here, there's weeklies as well. Right now we're in week 8 of the first season, and basically if you click on this, it tells you what to do. But you could also go back to, like, for example, week 2. I missed one of them. I only have 7 of 8, so clear a mission on hard difficulty. So I'm going to track this one. So you can go back and still do the things of the other weeks that you might have missed. For example, this one is saying defeat enemies with the Thunder Cage equipped. So that's a legendary weapon. I'm going to go check my stash, see if I have one of those Thunder Cage. I should. It's an ultimate weapon, so I'm going to go in my weapons. I'm going to check for ultimate tier. And it should be here. That's Thunder Cage right there at the beginning, and it's a level 1, so I'm level 100 right now. So to level up a weapon to your level, you just got to come to the crafting and do a weapon level transmission, and it's going to ask you which gun you want to increase. So I'm going to take my Thunder Cage, which is level 1, and I have a few level 100 purple weapons here, so just take one that's really not that great or not good, or you're not using or whatever. And I'm gonna trash this one. So it's gonna trash the second gun and turn my Thunder Cage from level 1 to 100. So this is how you keep your guns to match your level. So as you're playing, you can craft up your favorite gun. And I'm gonna equip Thunder Cage. So now whatever I'm farming or whatever I'm doing, as long as I have this gun equipped, I'll be completing that weekly challenge. So make sure you take a look at your battle pass and do your dailies, and go back and finish your weeklies if you missed any. So I was just missing one mission here. I came back, I did that mission, and it's going to be written at the top there, challenge complete. So that's one of the weeklies. And some of them are really hard. For example, this one, I need to beat the Executioner, which is a boss, with the Absolute Curse equipped. So that's a module. So I'm gonna see if I have one. So go into modules in the access info, put in curse in the search, and absolute curse is here, but I don't have it. It's grayed out a little bit. So what you want to do is click on the acquisition info. It's going to tell you what mission you can do or complete to get that specific mod. And if you go on it, it's going to tell you if you do this mission, you have 4% chance of getting it. It's not much, guys. So yeah, in this game, there's a lot of 4% chance, 5% chance of getting something. So when they say this game is a grind, it is definitely a grind. It's almost like playing slot machines and trying to get 777s. So in the list over here of missions, try to find the one that takes maybe the less time. It tells you like how long a mission can take. This one can take like 5 minutes, and it says that it's a monster that drops it, so you have to go in there and kill the boss, and hopefully that monster drops it. Now when you're trying to put mods on your Descendant, they have module capacity. Each Descendant starts pretty low, and as you level up, you can put more and more mods on your Descendant, and you could even decrease the cost of these mods so that they fit in your module capacity, which is over here. But what you really want to do when you're starting off is put a melee module, which is an orange one like this one here, and it's going to increase your capacity. So put one of those and level it up to the max. Another important page is the access info, which we've seen before. It's right here in your map at the top, and this is going to tell you where things are for whatever it is that you want to farm. Weapons and Descendant are probably the most important at the beginning of the game, and it's going to tell you which ones are grayed out. These are the ones that I don't have yet. Kyle, Lepic, so these are all like Descendants that I don't have. And right now I'm searching for Enzo. You can see here I put a marker on him, and I put a marker on all the different things that I'm missing for him. And by putting a marker on these, they're going to show up at the bottom here, and I could go into acquisition and it's going to tell me where to go get it. So if I do this mission repeatedly, I'm probably going to get a few of those things that I need. So yeah, for Descendants, another very important thing if you're starting off, the two that I recommend is Sharon. Sharon is the only one that can go invisible and basically do the stealth missions. So you want to go with Sharon first, and then Enzo as a secondary. I wish I knew this before, but if you're a new player and you're watching this, this is going to be a huge help for you. Get Enzo. So this is Sharon. I'm giving you an example. You could go into stealth mode and destroy these power units without the enemy seeing you, and this is going to give you a bonus at the end of the level or the mission for doing that this way. Don't be like these guys. These are probably new players. If they would have known that I'm playing as Sharon, they wouldn't have went in. They would have waited for me to go into stealth and finish it, but they just ran in and tried to do the mission without me actually starting it, which kind of sucks. So if you see a Sharon at these missions, let her do her thing, and it's okay to be AFK while she's doing it. Sharon players love it because these missions actually give you more bonuses if they're done in a stealth way. So don't get into Sharon's way, or if you are Sharon, that's how you should do those missions. For Enzo, I told you to craft this guy second if you can, because he opens encrypted storage boxes that are pretty hard to open. Some of them are really fast and hard. This is an easy one, just to show you an example. So the arrow's going slow, you got a lot of space, but some of them are like really small, and the arrow's going really fast, and Enzo just makes it easier. Now for the Colossus bosses, you don't really need to come and see this guy every time. So if you're out in the field or whatever and you have to go to a Colossus boss, just go to your map, and at the bottom here you have the normal and hard. So you could just click on that and it's going to take you to your boss menu. So you don't need to travel all the way back to Albion and talk to him and this and that. So it's on your map. Also, I see new players, after they finish a mission, they run back to the beginning of the mission to try to reactivate it, but you don't have to. You can just go to your options and then check your previous mission, and it's going to tell you like the stuff you got. But if you go to options and then click on previous mission results, you can restart the mission, which is this button here. For me, it's a square. Hold that and it's automatically going to teleport you to the beginning of the mission, so you don't have to run all the way back. So that's going to save you some time. Also, presets are really good, more towards like end game. You have 6 free presets that you can do, and this makes it pretty easy to transfer between Descendants and change Descendants, because they're gonna come back with all the stuff equipped. It kind of sucks that they did it this way. I wish like every Descendant, when you switch to them automatically, they would have what they last had on them. But yeah, it's not made like that. Another thing that you want to keep an eye out for is leveling up the special abilities of your unique legendary weapons. So each one of these weapons has a unique ability. So for example, my Fallen Hope here, I leveled it up to max, which is 4. So those 4 orange lines there mean that it's maxed. You can go check the unique ability of each gun here, and it's going to tell you like basically what the gun does. So this one does a lot of poison stuff, and you can see there I leveled it up 4 times. To level up a gun or a special gun like this, the ultimate gun, you need 4 of the same gun. So you can farm 4 times the same gun, and I use Fallen Hope because it's a poison gun, and my main is Freyna, and she does a lot of poison. She melts everything with poison, so that gun really helps out. Another good tip is if you can't pick up any more guns, you're full and you don't know what to do with all your guns, I like to sort them by name and then come here and change the display to see them in this kind of like, I don't know, Borderlands or Cyberpunk way of showing a gun. Here it's pretty easy to see which guns are the same. So as you can see, I have 6 of the same guns here because I've probably been farming a mission and I keep getting the same gun. So I like to look at the dots here, these colored dots. Blue is crappy, purple is pretty good, and yellow is really good. So if you have a gun that has a lot of yellow dots like this one, maybe favorite it. If you have a gun, I'm at the point where if I have a gun that has 2 blue dots, I just trash it. I don't even look at it anymore. Sometimes I might look to see what the yellow is on that one, but most of the time, whatever has 2 blue dots, I trash, and whatever has purples and yellows, I try to keep. And then I'll look even closer when I'm back at base to see which one I want to keep. But yeah, if I scroll down here a little bit, you see here I got like, I don't know, 7 machine guns, these white assault rifles. So this one has 3 yellows but a blue, so I checked the yellows, it's not bad. Purple and yellow, I'm going to keep that one. This one has 2 blues, so I'm automatically going to remove it. This has purple and yellow. So that's how you clean out weapons. That's how I do it, so it might help you. You can do the same thing for reactors also. So reactors have these dots as well. So if I see 2 blue dots, I automatically trash it. I don't even look at what it is. It could be even the 2 best things for that reactor. If it's blue, I trash it, because right now we can't even craft them. We can't change it. We can't do nothing with these. So if you see 2 blue dots, automatically trash them, mark them for trash, and then dismantle them. But what you're looking for example, is whatever matches the type of reactor. So this is an electric reactor, but it's giving me bonus toxic, so that's garbage. But this one's giving me a yellow electric boost, and it's an electric skill power reactor, so it's going to be good for electric Descendants, like Sharon, for example. She's electric. So I'm going to equip that because it's giving me a boost to electricity, and everything else is pretty much garbage because it's not giving any boosts or whatsoever to the electric. And you can see the numbers all red, so you can trash those. Even this one has 2 yellow things. It doesn't mean it's good, and it's not good for that type of reactor, so I'm going to trash that as well. So that's a little tip on how to trash weapons and reactors. Also, don't forget to come and check out your mail when you first log in, because sometimes the devs send bonus things in the mail that might not appear, and you also get your lost and found stuff. So whatever you didn't pick up during a mission, don't worry about it, it's going to show up there. For modules, a lot of people like to dismantle them, but eventually you'll have so much of that type of currency that you might want to combine them. So I like to sort by quantity, And then when I see that I have a bunch of the same one, I just take 4 of them and combine them and see what I get. Sometimes you get really lucky and you get something a little bit better. So basically, as you're taking the top 4 things, for example, these 4, because I have so many, I'm going to combine them. It's going to give me something, but automatically it's going to change the top ones to whatever I have the most of. So if I have so many of these, I'm just going to put 4, combine. And sometimes you get really lucky, guys. Like if I put these 4 purple ones, I got a yellow one, fire conductor, which I didn't have. So sometimes it could be really good to combine 4 things. And finally, as a last tip, eventually you'll get to unlock Sienna, and she's really good at basically telling you what's good for your Descendant, for your build. What you can do in here basically is spawn enemies, different types of enemies and different types of formations. And what I like to do is come and test different mods to see how much damage they do, because some of them are really similar. So Tech Specialist, I know I'm going to be using for Freyna, but then I have this Toxic Master, which increases my skill, or Focus on Toxic, and they're both battle cards, so I can only have one of them. But I don't know which one's actually better. Is it the Toxic Master or the Focus on Toxic? So what you want to do is just equip that 1 or 2 that you want to test out, and just use it, and then just look at the numbers. Just literally look at the numbers. Here I have 25.1 damage number, so now I know what that mod does. So I'm going to come and switch in Toxic Master. I'm going to remove it, and I'm going to try Focus on Toxic. So try to remember the first number. What was it? 25.1. So let's try this one, see what we get. And it's ticking at 24. So it's not as good, right? It's not a big difference, but it's not as good. Freyna agrees. So yeah, we're gonna be going back to the other one, basically. So I like to test also a full, basically a full loadout, and then see the difference between those 2 mods. So now I'm doing 29.1 when I'm fully decked out with mods, and then I'm gonna try it again with the other one and see what I get. But yeah, guys, so hopefully you learned something. If you did, I'd love to hear it in the comments. If you want to add something, also let us know in the comments. And sharing the video also helps new Descendants. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.